Friends, I welcome you all for the online class of business studies. Today we will be going to continue the topic that is social responsibilities of business and business ethics chapter. From that I will be going to start the second part of the chapter, that is the business and environmental protection, and then we will be forwarding with the topic that is the business ethics. Let us start the business and environmental protection. Business and environmental protection, when we say student, definitely it is very important topic, because nowadays we can hear many ways the news in the many channels, source of information that due to business our life is getting affected, the environment is getting affected, the society is getting affected. The thing which was healthier for us, the environment, now it become endangered for us. Now we cannot survive in this particular environment because of the various types of diseases prevailing due to the industrialization, more and more industries, and the ill practices done by the industrialists. Because of that, it is very important topic to be learned, that is business and environmental protection. The greatest problem that industries and businessmen are creating is that of pollution. The absence of effective legal control system has also increased many air and water polluting industries being set up in urban areas. Although government is taking measures to move the large industries from urban areas, but small and medium industries are still existing in urban areas. Their emissions are seriously affecting the health of the workers and local residents. This damage to the environment has contributed to increasing the disease and the disaster parallelly. So business and environmental protection plays a very important role, student. Although government is taking measures, but still industries have to take care of the proper treatment to the environment in which business is existing. Small and medium industries number is less, but they are also creating problem for the environment. Large industries still creating, their emissions are seriously affecting the health of workers. Not only the worker, but the local residents, even the water bodies are affected by the industries. Causes of environmental pollution. Let us see what are the causes for environmental pollution. Though you have learnt in your class 4th and 5th standard the causes of water pollution, environmental pollution, but still we will revise because it is the need for learning once again in our chapter number 11. The thing is that whenever the problem, until the time problem will arise, we have to go with that topic. So that is the reason we are having this topic once again in our class 11 standard in business studies. Air pollution. Air pollution refers to injection of harmful substances in the atmosphere. You know very well. The industrial smoke, fuels, that fuel emitted dust that are released in the open air and which are damaging the and polluting the air. So because of that, pollution which is created through this harmful substance in the atmosphere, which result in lowering the quality of air we breathe in. Air pollution is a serious problem for the whole world, as it has created a hole in the ozone layer of atmosphere. Smoke, chemicals emitted by factories, and smoke emitted by vehicles are the main examples causes of air pollution. Water pollution. When we talk about water pollution, student, water pollution refers to the dumping of chemical and other waste in the river water, lakes, etc. Generally, the factories located near the river water streams dump their waste into rivers, lakes, streams, etc., thereby causing pollution of water. Land pollution. When we say about the land pollution, student, the pollution which is created through the to the land, to the soil, it is known as land pollution. How the land is quite polluted? By dumping the toxic waste in the land, which affect the fertility of land and makes it unfit for agriculture. Nowadays, whatever waste we are dumping in the particular one vehicle is coming in which we are dumping the waste, which is taking our society's vehicle and dumping in the open area. That area, the nearby areas of that open area, even the particular land is getting infertile because of that things. And basically chemicals are used for the farming activities, which are again affecting the soil fertility, and the next time the soil is not getting fertile for growing any type of crop. So these are the various reasons how the land is getting polluted. There are two aspects of land pollution. One is how to improve the quality of land which is already damaged, and second is how to check for the contamination of land. In order to check land pollution, methods of solid waste disposal are used. The combustible waste are now separated and are used as fuel in industrial boilers, etc. Need for pollution control. What is the need for having a control over the pollution? Pollution is a very serious problem, student. It has to be sorted out. If it is spoiling the quality of environment, air pollution is creating breathing problems, water is becoming unfit for use, and land is losing its fertility. The main reason to control the pollution are as follows. Very first, to ensure the safety. Definitely from the very first point why we have to have a control over the pollution is safety of the workers. Due to environmental pollution and smoke, the visibility is reducing. Nowadays people, more and more people are not able to see, they are having the eye problems. That is a visibility problem, mainly in Delhi areas where it is continuous industrialization is done. There the more people are suffering from this problem. Visibility is reducing. We are not able to see clearly what is there before us. Due to poor visibility, there are more chances of accidents in the morning or the evening or at the afternoon time. Their chances are more chances of accidents of automobiles on highways, and poor visibility can be hazardous for the landing and taking off the aeroplanes even. To reduce the number of accidents, there must be a check on pollution so that visibility gets improved. This visibility will not stop till the way best utilization of industries will not be done. Best environmental measures will not be taken. Economic losses. Second thing of the problem of pollution is economic loss. What is economic loss? Definitely, student, when air pollution is blackening the buildings, water pollution is affecting the sea life, and land pollution is affecting the fertility of land, how could we think it is profitable? From all points of view, it is a loss, or a big loss. Not only the loss of asset, but the loss of life is there. All these are bringing heavy economic losses for the country. For example, Taj Mahal is losing its beauty due to pollution caused by industries around it. It is a great economic loss for our country. To maintain the natural beauty, definitely what is needed? Pollution. The pollution is having direct impact on the natural beauty. The natural beauty consists of mountains, rivers, trees, land, etc. The pollution is affecting all this. For example, instead of adding to beauty, the polluted rivers and streams are spreading foul odor. Very bad smell is coming. The beautiful buildings and monuments which add to beauty are getting blackened and with pollution. So this has to be stopped. This says that pollution has to be taken, some control measure have to be taken against the pollution which is creating problems there, so that it can maintain the natural beauty of the country. To ensure healthy life, pollution control is must to ensure healthy life of people. Pollution is the root cause of many diseases. Air pollution is the main cause of heart and lung disease and cancer. Water pollution is the cause of liver problems and problems of kidney, etc. Pollution control is a must to keep a check on these diseases. This is shown that it ensures healthy life. So pollution has to be controlled, so has to ensure healthy life of the people. It is the root element of every of many diseases, so it must be controlled, because these diseases are very dangerous for especially the adult and the young age group people, especially for the children. This is very dangerous. For their point of view, it has to be taken care. To lead a comfortable life, definitely for living a comfortable life, what is needed? Pollution has to be controlled, because if we will want to live happy and peaceful life, definitely this type of inconvenience and the nonsense which is created by the pollution has to be controlled. The rivers become unfit for swimming or fishing. Air pollution cause eye irritation or coughing and breathing problems. Pollution control is required to reduce inconvenience so that people can lead a comfortable and healthy life. That is the need for pollution control. Ways and means of pollution control. The following are the ways of to control the pollution. As all of us know that controlling pollution is the need of the hour. Their problem can no longer be ignored. Government of India has also accepted the challenge of solving the problems of pollution. Some of the approaches followed to check pollution are given below. Very first, student, environmental evaluation. How the way government can make a check? It has to evaluate each and every industries, how much the pollution they are creating. The major cause of pollution are industries. So first approach adopted by the government is to environmental evaluation of industrial activity before it is undertaken. I am not saying the agricultural occupation is not creating pollution, because they are creating more and more pollution of land pollution by using pesticides and chemicals by using the chemicals and pesticides and fertilizer chemical based they are doing there. These things are indirectly or directly flowing to the river water and polluting the river and the pond water also, and as well as creating the land as well as water pollution. So everything has to be evaluated so that they can be a proper check and stop of this environmental pollution. All the effects of that industry are examined, and all the industries are supposed to submit to the government an environmental impact statement before setting up the industry. The government can examine the effect of these industries on environmental before giving approval. Pollution control standards. Government has set certain pollution standards. This standard fixed limit for maximum allowable level of pollution. To check the pollution, the Euro 2 and Euro 3 norms are set up for small cars. Nowadays, the green environmental friendly sign is put over the two-wheelers also, so that it has been evaluated that how much smoke is emitted by these two-wheelers, and then it is to be done. So this is a pollution control standard, student, which is laid down. The government has set certain pollution standards. These standards have to be followed by every industry or peoples. They have to follow this strictly so that pollution can be controlled. Regulations. The government is regulating the activities of various industries by licensing policy. The industries have to take license from the government before setting up, and they also have to take permission from government agencies for discharging their waste in rivers or dumping their waste in the land. The permission is given only when discharge and waste are treated by anti-pollution technology before discharging them into rivers or lakes. So strict regulation has to be made by the government so that unnecessary the people will not create problem, like especially industries. They have to make a chimneys at a very great height so that it will not create air pollution. Fresh air can be taken by the peoples. Dumping of waste in the land, open land and river water must be stopped because a regular check has to be taken. Government had to take up these areas and have to make a check by the people so that this area will not be misutilized. The permission is given only when discharge and waste are treated by anti-pollution technology before discharging them into rivers or the lake water. Ban. Under this, the government has banned the use of certain substances and things which are hazardous. For example, dumping of toxic substance is banned. Use of polythene is banned in Shimla. Smoking at public places is banned. Vehicles without pollution check certificates are banned. Now in all over India, polythene is banned there. So this way, putting ban on the endangered things, it is very good to stop. It is very easy to make the pollution to be controlled. So that measure have to be taken by the government so that properly the pollution can be checked out. Now we will be going to learn the role of business in environmental pollution. What is the role of business, student? It is a social responsibility of every business to check all the types of pollution and take some preventive steps to check the pollution. The businessman should take following steps to control and check environmental pollution. The very first is making use of eco-friendly techniques of production, recycling industrial waste, treating the waste through technologies before discharging them into water or dumping in the land. Recycling is very best for that. Participating in eco-friendly activities such as plantation of trees, cleaning rivers, ponds, etc. Making use of eco-marks by producing eco-friendly products. Abiding by the bylaw and policy framed by the government. Abiding means they have to follow each and every law which is made for their safety as well as for the safety of the environment. Spreading awareness among the general public regarding the importance of eco-friendly techniques and products. Next topic is business ethics. Business ethics I will introduce today to you. Business ethics means the moral values which a businessman have to possess for doing the business. Though it is not compulsory, but it is from the inside of the business that businessmen that whether they want to follow or not, it must be followed. Ethics refers to the set of moral values or standards or norms which govern the activities of a businessman. Ethics defines what is right and what is wrong. It involves critical analysis of human acts to determine whether these rights are right or wrong. For a businessman, the ethical decisions expected are to provide the customer with true information regarding the product and services, allowing the customer to make free choice, providing quality product at reasonable prices, etc. So these are the ethical values a businessman have to follow. Next topic is ethic versus law. In short, if I want to say, law is compulsory on all the people. It is the rules and regulation which is framed by the constitution, which every citizen of the country have to follow. There is no choice to follow or not. They have to compulsory follow it. If not, then there will be punishment and penalties. But for ethics, when we saw, it is a moral value which is from inner of our soul. So that is not compulsion on everyone. It is, but still we have to have some ethical value by thinking what is right and what is wrong for each and everyone living in the society. Law reflects the ethical or moral values of society, that is what conduct is permitted and what is not permitted in the society. And if one is breaking the law, then one is punished or penalized. The business ethics also decide what is the expected conduct of businessman and what is not expected by the society. Some unethical aspects of business are also punishable, such as adulteration, black marketing, etc. But some acts are considered unethical, which are not punishable under law. Example, unduly high price charged by the businessman is unethical, but it is not punishable under the law. That is why we say ethics are above the law. So this was for today's class. Thank you for today's class. Have a nice day. Next class I will be going to explain elements of business ethics and some of the project related topics so that you can start your project work. Thank you for today's class. Have a nice day.